Well, welcome to the Tubcast, the only podcast that loves you. We are your hosts. I'm Jason.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Jake.
Nick is here, but his ISP is shit. His internet is shit. Where he lives is
Completely.
shit, and he doesn't feel like recording his own audio, and we're not going to subject ourselves even to that
You know,
mess.
we're not gonna subject ourselves to it got
Not
okay
gonna suggest ourselves to
and
meep.
me.
The meep.
Can you understand meep?
Mahoy Manoy.
Oh boy. All right. So what do we want to get started on this week? Okay. No, what we should start on. Low note, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So between, firstly, it's been a while since we've recorded.
Yeah.
Mostly due to scheduling conflicts. Nick not being here, and we just don't.
Thanksgiving
Or
break.
yeah, Thanksgiving. I at least don't want to record with only two people. Three is fine. Four is okay, even if one is completely silent. Um, but it just hasn't been in the cards. But between recordings, we have lost a great man, a real life superhero, a creator of worlds, and a personal hero of myself, Stanley.
The man, the myth, the only legend, Stanley.
Just wanted to say in some small way my appreciation for him here, because my God, has he been an influence on my life?
I'll be greatly
Big
appreciating
sad.
the CGI cameos he has from now on.
Jesus Christ,
I'll appreciate them like they weren't CGI.
that's actually probably gonna happen.
I mean, they're gonna do the same thing with Princess Leia in the next movie. Like, there's no way they can write that off.
Yeah,
They should have just had her
I,
fucking die in the bombing, but okay, whatever. It's fine.
I mean, it's I don't know. It might be. I think that the reason that Disney is probably going to. I like that we're just assuming that they're going to CGI Stanley cameos from now on. But supposing that they do, the mo the most likely reason that they would is for money. However, I think that there is a there are some Stanley cameos already recorded. That's true.
Yeah, and they got enough of his voice lines where they can just put him on phone calls without having to
I
CGI his
think
face.
that the prospect of turning someone into basically a CGI being modeled off of someone who is dead, I think that there are a lot of people who would be deeply disturbed by that.
We did it with Tupac.
Yeah.
God damn.
I mean, all we got to do is just have a CGI Stanley saying, "Great power comes with great responsibility." I'm gonna repeat this in every single Spider-Man film.
That makes me wonder though, because in recent movies that I've seen, the
Yeah,
CGI always has this particular thing about it where, like, sure, it looks relatively photorealistic, but the way it moves just isn't quite right. It's never animated right, so it doesn't look totally real because it doesn't move like a real object.
They might put the extra cash in and have someone do a like I don't know what you call it, but they have the person like hook that shit up
Mocap?
to, yeah, mocap, and just have the animation moved over the mocap, like a CGI mocap combination.
Yeah, and that's viable because they're animating something with, two arms and two legs and a head.
Yeah.
we are still talking about Stanley.
Yeah, it would just the possibility of how they're gonna do his cameos.
Wow, it's that's weird. We live in a world where Stanley isn't alive.
Yeah. Big rip, big oof.
Rest in peace,
No one
Stanley.
lives forever.
Nah, he'll always live on forever in his creations and in
As an
those he
idea,
inspired.
Yeah.
as a spirit.
And there's no way we're gonna lose any of the
He is
Marvel characters.
immortalized.
All right.
All right.
Anything else on this topic, or just want to move on?
That's all I got for
Uh,
now.
I,
All
I have
right.
something to talk about, a little mini topic.
Big
That
dick.
reminds me, I forget exactly how you pronounce it in Spanish, but the Day of the Dead is fucking rad.
Dia de los Muertos.
Yes. I like it because it is very spiritual, but it's also very accurate when talking about people and them living on after they die. It basically, you could metaphorically convert it to just the basic idea of people become ideas when they die, and when you forget those ideas, then those ideas die. And that's basically what the thing is about. And I just think that's really cool.
Was this brought on by Stan Lee, or
Uh,
did you just remember that Dia de los Muertos exists?
no, this was brought about by you saying that Stan Lee isn't completely dead. He is immortalized by the legacy that he created. He lives on.
Yeah, his spirit's got some big dick energy.
Biggest
I
dick
feel
energy.
big dick energy in this room.
The essential
These
big
have-
dick energy in this movie is high
What's the
quality.
difference between positive big dick energy and negative big dick energy? What
Oh
is
god.
dark big dick energy?
I haven't run the
Dark energy.
calculations on dark
Can
big
you
dick
feel
energy
it?
yet.
Does it smell?
No,
Does it
for all,
smell? This man.
for all. Well, we're not gonna repeat that, Nick.
Are we
Oh
measuring
my.
how many calories the ghost is? I love that video so much.
Oh
Oh, I haven't
Jesus.
seen that. Link it to me. I love that.
On the other side of big dick energy, little dick energy, Fallout 76.
Oh God, more like Fallout 2.6 score on Metacritic
Fallout
because it's got a
76
2.6
incomplete.
on Metacritic.
Ooh.
That's
What a
basically going to become a meme for us. It's just 76%.
I'm feeling 76% ready for tomorrow. I'm feeling 76%
Yo,
ready for this
speaking of Metacritic,
podcast.
I'm about to hop on Metacritic right now and find some of these shitty reviews I was reading the other day.
Oh God.
These are high
It's
quality dog shit.
all right. So out of all of us, the one that played Fallout 76 is Jake, the beta. He played the beta. I think the rest of us played Fallout 4, and that's, I mean,
Out of
Yeah.
context, Jake, the beta. Jesus Christ,
Jake the beta.
Jason.
I'm sorry, man. Jake the alpha.
Okay, I'm flattered now. I instantly forgive you.
There are so many zero scores on Metacritic for this game right now. Hold on. I'll sort by user score.
Anyway, as
Anybody
Matt,
that listened, I wanna wish you a post happy Thanksgiving. Uh, hope your turkey was good, and I hope you live in America.
I hope your family shut the fucked up about politics for once.
Oddly enough, mine wasn't as bad as I thought they'd be.
That's good.
Like it was mostly stuff that, you know, everybody who is not a greedy corporate asshole could agree with.
That's good. That's wholesome.
It was a nice time. We only picked on my sister, and that's because
Oh God,
she
you want to know
only
something that happened that was really funny? So on the sports channel that was on at the Thanksgiving party I was at, it was the it was the Redskins versus the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Redskins versus Cowboys.
I see the irony.
Just that's so cosmically horrible. And
I
the
love
best
it.
part was that the Cowboys were winning.
It's a reenactment.
It's literally reenactment.
Oh God.
Jesus, I can't find it, but someone I was reading the other day said the only real Fallout, fanboys would actually like this game, and it was weak.
I mean, I don't know. I'd consider myself a Fallout fanboy to some degree. I'm rather new. I'm not gonna lie. I got in after New Vegas was released. New Vegas is my first game.
You
But
gotta
Fallout 2
love
is my favorite.
you gotta love the no true Scotsman fallacy.
Oh wait, Nick just asked, "What's that bias when you spend money on something?" I don't know, but it's what everybody who's mad that Smash people are playing Smash Bros earlier feeling.
I'm googling list of biases right now.
I'll talk about that later.
Anyway, like I know what you're talking about. It's a choice supportive bias, I think.
I've already invested $60 in this. I might as well have to like it. Or I
Yeah.
might as well trick myself into liking it so that I don't feel as bad about wasting my money.
hmm
I that exact sentiment I'm very familiar with, as I felt it back in
Yeah.
2016.
Let's just mix together choice supportive bias and the bystander effect real quick. That's basically the two things that ruining ruining the game industry works upon.
What's the bystander effect again?
That is the tendency to think that others will act in an emergency situation.
Yeah, so typically people be like, "Oh, well, I'm just one person, so what I do is not going to make a difference."
Oh, okay. So it's like what it is Matt's mindset back when Battlefront came out.
Yeah, everybody else will fix it. You know, whatever.
It's not my problem, somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
I'll just fucking play a game. Meanwhile, Mewtwo. I'm of the opinion that any one person can make a difference, and it's the tidal wave of multiple individuals, that makes the difference.
Everybody has the potential to be unique, but not everybody is.
It doesn't take one. It takes one person to get a crowd going. It takes a crowd to get a government going. Something.
That is true.
All right, let's go ahead and list our all collective problems with Fallout 76 besides, you know, general shit.
All right. Number one, story is shallow.
Yeah.
Interactivity with the world is shallow. There's no NPCs. There is no role playing. You just wander around a bunch of set pieces. It's like going around. It's like going to Disney.
Yeah, you'd think if they're going to recycle almost all of Fallout 4's assets, they could at least spend tons more
I
time in Fallout
I
76
like
with
how
the
you
stories.
say I like how you say it's like going to Disney, but then fucking Todd Howard's like, it's the apocalypse. It's not an amusement park.
Todd Howard has turned the apocalypse into an amusement park. He has designed attractions and rides for you to catch your eye on a map, and then you think, "Ooh, that looks interesting. I'm gonna go there." And instead of actually exploring the map, uh,
Ooh.
it like
So you know how quests in Fallout in basically all the Fallout games begin with you talking to an NPC and
Hmm.
them
yes,
wanting you to do something? Well, in Fallout 76, how side quests work is you're walking around and then suddenly you get a quest out of nowhere that points you in the direction where you need to go in order to finish said quest.
something radio, or you find a holotape off of a corpse,
Yeah, it's always you find a holotape off of a corpse or a radio or a distress signal or something like that.
and it's like, "Oh, I'm finally gonna meet an NPC," and then you get there, and either they're dead or they're a robot.
Yeah. I think the worst part, though, about the lack of NPCs is that it's pretty clear that they have the netcode ready for NPCs. Like the Scorched, they're literally raiders without dialogue lines. That's what they are.
Jesus.
What are
The
the scorched like in canon?
I don't know. I think there's some diseased group of people. They're like zombies, kind of. They're like zombies with guns.
They're effectively gun ghouls.
Yeah, they're feral gun ghouls.
Hive mind ghouls. Alright.
Oh yeah, here's something funny. I'm pretty sure there's a fucking boss in the game that is basically a reskinned Skyrim dragon.
Oh yeah, whenever you nuke, whenever you drop a nuke, it causes an event
Hmm.
in that area where the everything's scorched earth, and there is a high level raid boss type, and it's just a Skyrim dragon. They have turned Fallout into literally Skyrim with guns.
Disgusting.
And I don't like Skyrim to
That's
begin with.
that's just so fucking funny to me. They just recycle the code. Like I've never had a problem with recycling assets because, there are real reasons to do that. But why
It
the
cuts
hell
costs. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for artists. Well, you do have to pay for artists, but you don't have to pay artists.
like
Wow,
for
this is gonna sound
example,
really bad.
a lot of the assets in Fallout 4 are basically just upgraded Fallout 3 assets. They're exactly the same, except maybe they have better textures or maybe they have a higher polygon count,
Yeah,
but they're
it's
the same models.
anything that can save time and money is good to the production of any game.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing it with quality.
anything
Like,
that saves time and money and doesn't sacrifice the quality of the product.
one of the Bethesda's biggest problems, though, and I don't think that we can really have this conversation without talking about this at least once, is the engine.
Oh boy.
They won't abandon the engine. And it's not even like they have to get rid of all of their assets either, because there are tons of ways to convert assets from engine to another engine, and companies do that all the time. It's just they're comfortable with the engine that they're using, and they refuse to stop using it, which is actually a pretty common occurrence in the games industry, I find.
Because it takes so much time and money to develop an engine that once you have one that has been successful once, it's so hard to throw it away and make a new one.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
worth it to make another engine so that not every game is Fallout 3.
Yeah. Once you start recycling it enough and cracking it so
so
much,
that not every
it's
game
worn
is
out.
fucking Morrowind.
Oh god. And Elder Scrolls 6 is going to still be using the same engine as well.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting.
It's
Um,
absolutely horrifying. And they keep the worst part to me is that they lampshade it. Like at E3, they were like, "Oh, so we sell Skyrim a lot. Isn't that funny? We sell the same game over and over and you guys keep buying it. Isn't that funny? We
well,
port
yeah,
Skyrim to
it
everything
is
and our games
it
are
is
rather
funny.
buggy." But they don't fix any of these issues.
Yeah, it's not
They just
lampshading if you're still being horrible about it.
But yeah, you can count on Todd Howard to give a ton of lip service to people. That's basically his job.
I've never seen a manlet with so much power.
What, do you guys not have smartphones?
That's a good segue. I guess we're talking about Diablo now.
Yeah.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have
Everyone's got a
phones,
phone.
right?
Let's move on to that tragedy.
Oh god. I had links to articles. Fuck. Um Alright. Now, let me preface this by saying I'm not a Diablo fan. Nick
Neither am
is.
I.
Nick's saying in the chat, I'm a Diablo fan, love Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. Diablo 3 is eh. And it is my understanding that people went to BlizzCon uh, after they had hyped up a new Diablo IP, a new Diablo game, and everybody's thinking, new Diablo game. It's going to be Diablo 4. It's
Bet.
going to be 4. We're going to finally get to see 4. We're going to pay lots of money. We're going to go to BlizzCon to pay more money to see a game. That way we can give Blizzard more money.
Oof.
And then they announced Diablo Immortal.
And everybody's like, wow, I'll just take my money and go shove it up my ass.
Thanks,
Doom
Blizzard.
Eternal, Diablo Immortal. That's funny to me. Coincidences. Not
Firstly,
not necessarily coincidence though.
I hate these subtitles. I hate these types of subtitles. The only time that this gets an exception is Doom Eternal because my god, Doom is good. Doom's good. You can quote me on saying that. Doom is good.
Yeah, whatever happened to just the regular,
Oh, quote.
not epic
Doom is
titles?
good. Out
Quote
of
Doom is
context
good.
quote.
Do it. No balls, Nick. Doom
Doom
is
is
good.
good.
Thank you.
Jesus.
I have now been quoted as saying Doom is good. I don't think that's a very contentious opinion to have. Doom 1 was good. Doom 2 was mechanically good. Doom 3, I'm not a big fan, but Nick is. Nick says it's good, therefore it must be good. Doom 64, that's pretty good.
On
Play it
on
on my Switch.
on Nick's behalf, I'm just gonna say this: Sandy Peterson, Mormon bastard, ruined my Doom 2 city levels.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, mobile games aren't that bad if you play on your
Doom
phone a lot.
2016 Doom 2016 was good, and Doom 2018 is probably going to be good.
Yes.
Doom is the only time that that type of subtitle gets an exception. Back to Diablo Immortal. Nobody wanted Diablo Immortal.
No.
Nobody, especially nobody wanted what is being called Diablo Immortal, a reskin of a Chinese phone game that just has the Diablo name now. Nobody wanted it. And I find it hard to believe that.
Oh
Hold on.
hey, we got a new person in here.
Hey Mia. I find it hard to believe that I have muted Mia. I'm sorry, Mia. That Blizzard didn't expect this backlash. Like they said they were confused by it, and people who had worked at Blizzard previously had said, yeah, anybody that was part of the old guard would have recognized this is a bad idea. This is stupid. This is awful. Nobody wants to play this. Nobody wants this. Nobody's ever gonna ask for this.
Yeah, it never sounds like a good idea to take your main PC, franchise flagship and port it over to something that none of these people ever even use. Like they obviously have smartphones, but they're obviously, they want to play games on their PCs that they spend several $1,000s on.
Do
Yeah,
you guys
just
not have
for
phones?
example,
Because they have
all the
smartphones.
smartphones that I've had have just been hand-me-downs because I give so little of a shit about what the qualifications for my smartphone are. Like, I just want a phone so I can call my family members
Yeah,
I mean,
and some of
I
my
don't know what they're
friends.
thinking, but smartphones aren't made to be gaming platforms. They're made to be,
Do you guys
little
not have
skip
phones?
Yeah,
time
you guys
where
all have
you
phones.
bide your time whenever you're sitting in waiting lines, kind of thing. Game players. They're not made to be like, oh damn, I'm gonna go sit at my desk right now, pull my phone out, plug it into a charger, and play Diablo Immortal for 3 hours.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
admittedly
personally,
I got games on my phone, but they're mostly let me quickly check. Bandori, but the Japanese version of the game, a mobile chess app, and then some emulators.
Yeah, I got BitLife, which is the thing that you create a 10-minute life you live through, and I got Jurassic World on my phone. It's just
And
like
point
a
out,
regular old fucking
Nick's just
strategy
got
building
wait.
game.
I would like to point out that Bandori is gotcha trash, and as a person with a gambling problem, that's dangerous. But as long as I don't touch the gotcha, I'm good because it's a very good rhythm game on its own right. I recommend Bandori. Bandori has the Tubcast seal of approval.
Smack that on there.
Smack that on. Also, Kuro is my waifu and my prince, and I love her.
personally, speaking of phone games and what they're for, just wanted to mention this. It's really awkward whenever I wait in line and I see everyone on their phone because I'm usually the only person who is not. And I think I think the worst part of it though is that there are also a lot of people who wait in line without using their phone that are elitist about the act of waiting in line without their phone being held out. And so they bitch about other people holding out their phone constantly.
Sounds like a bitch.
Yeah, I never understand that. We go to a college, everybody's got their phone.
Literally,
Yeah,
I walk out. I walk to class, and there everybody has a phone in their hand, including
Yeah.
myself.
I know a guy who walks back and forth from class. He's always talking to somebody on the phone through his earpods,
Phone elitism is stupid.
clearly. But yeah, Diablo Immortal is nearly pointless just in conception. Like, Diablo itself is made to be a grindy, long time, spend your whole night playing it grind game. You're not gonna pull out your phone and play Diablo Immortal while you're sitting in a fucking DMV line for 20
Its
minutes.
its established audience is PC players. Its intended audience is Chinese phone game players. That is the audience for this type of game. That's the audience for the game that this game is based off of. It, like Nick is saying right now, it's a cash grab. Blizzard is dead.
It
It-
wasn't even needed. All they got to do is develop Diablo 4, and they literally have all the money they could ask for ever.
Also, I want to point out, not too sure how accurate this is. I'm not a first-hand witness. Nick might be, but I was not into Blizzard games in 2014. But from my understanding, in 2014, Blizzard pulled an April Fool's prank, saying that they were making the new Diablo game for mobile,
Oh shit! Hold on.
and now it's not an April Fool's prank.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
That's
That's
irony.
absolutely awful.
That's not irony. That's
Irony is not coincidence.
Yeah, I'm here on Reddit. Hold on, let me see what it was.
that's disgusting. And I watched crap. What was it?
Yeah,
It
that's
was
what it was. It was Diablo on mobile.
yeah, Pat, the NES guy, right? I don't watch him myself, but I don't know if he knows what he's talking. NES Punk. I don't know if he knows what he's talking about when he goes into these sessions, or he calls people entitled babies. But
Ooh,
apparently, everybody who's upset that the new Diablo game is a soulless cash grab on phone is an entitled baby.
You guys have smartphones, right?
I'm s- I'm sorry, everybody who went to BlizzCon and gave Blizzard your money to be disappointed, and in the case of a certain individual who asked if this was an April Fool's joke, because in the past it literally was.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out of season April Fool's joke?
No, it's a fully fledged.
Did I mention it was
man,
sorted
it's
out?
just
I
sad to
lost
hear about this so much.
I
Yeah.
lost track of that sentence.
I think you handled it. I think you got it.
All right, good.
Yeah, it's just I don't understand how people like in industries and shit like that who like work for the press always come out and like, wow, our first argument for everything against our game is that everybody who hates it is an incel, retarded, dumb, idiotic,
Y-
greedy, whatever. Like,
You
how
want
is
a
that going to be
good
your first argument?
you want a good localization of a Japanese game? You're a basement dweller. You're a little incel bitch boy. Go give Nintendo your money.
It's like
You,
someone
you,
who's like, I
you,
want a fucking microwave that can microwave pizza. Wow, I fucking entitled. Can't you just fucking microwave a goddamn piece of popcorn or something? Idiot.
God, people think that they're so entitled to things that they pay for.
Or things that they want to pay for. Oh
Uh,
my.
I mean,
I could never.
it's it's almost like that's how capitalism works.
That
Yes.
that that kind of shit's vaguely insulting to me because I'm the type of guy like hold on. So this is completely random, but just an example. There is a cover that you put over your food in the microwave.
Mhm.
Except for some fucking reason, people keep designing it to be concave so that it dips into your food. When what you
Oh,
should do
The
is
fuck?
design it to be a dome. If it's a dome, it won't dip into your food, but people could keep designing it at concave, which is fucking weird.
you cover stuff in your microwave?
Yeah, because like if
Kind of
you're cooking
incel.
something with red sauce, it explodes and then it gets all over the
Oh
microwave.
yeah,
Oh,
and red sauce.
I'm a poor college student. I don't have that luxury.
Yeah, I just throw bacon my mom made in the fucking microwave.
Dude, I wish I had leftovers.
Oh, you too? Your mom makes a ton of bacon and then you just
Actually, my
cook
mom's
it in the
boyfriend
microwave.
fucking borrows a fucking smoker and then smokes like 3 packets of bacon, and I steal a small
Mia
Oh
just
Ziploc bag.
damn.
Mia just posted a dank Hiroaka
Bacon
reference.
microwave.
Nick,
Egg and microwave.
watch Hiroaka, Nick.
What about iPhone and microwave?
Oh,
Matt, no.
we that's a great story. We almost we
Don't.
once can we tell it?
Yeah, why
You
not?
know, sure. Why not?
All
Let's
right.
let's do it.
We being Nick, Matt, and I, not Jake. Jake's not involved in this. He's a good boy. We almost convinced Matt's like brain dead little brother to put his to put his phone in the microwave because it was the only way to keep Lizard Squad from tracking him.
Fucking
Back when
Lizard
Lizard Squad
Squad.
was a thing.
Oh yeah, we convinced him to unhook the router.
To
Oh my.
unplug the router and microwave his phone to burn out the tracker that was in it. And he was gonna do it.
Yeah,
He was gonna
I
do it.
managed to
I
get
think
home.
Matt
I
had to
think
rush
the
home to stop him.
He unhooked the router, but he didn't get to microwave his phone yet. Though.
I think the reason why I think the microwave his fun part was because Nick convinced him that that was a way to charge his phone, like that a firmware update allowed you to charge your phone by putting it in the microwave.
Oh, Nick posted the second I said microwave it, Matt got up and fucking sprinted out of my house, he says.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
We were really about to ruin this kid's life. Oh,
Essentially.
I felt so bad, and now I wish that I hadn't stopped him.
Yeah. Anyway, complaining about not fucking giving
I've
your
become only
consumers what they
worse.
want is bullshit.
And it's okay. It's a back to that. It's a super toxic and unhealthy way to look at an industry. Like the people who are giving you money, they're entitled for expecting something in return.
Mhm.
And imagine if every company thought like that, and more companies are thinking like that. It's a great shield. Just put out some dog shit, and when people complain about it, you're entitled.
Yeah, like imagine people were like, "Wow, I want to charge my phone without having to plug it in." Apple's like, "No, you're a bunch of fucking entitled little bitches. Go plug your phone in, you little fucking pussy boys."
I think the comeback for
Like,
that though is, so you want me to pay for your dog shit? Looks like you're the one who's fucking entitled. Entitled to my fucking money. Shut up, fuck you. I'm gonna fucking pay for something else now.
Entitlement works both ways. If we think we're entitled for expecting she fucking took my crown. If we think we're entitled for expecting something in return for the money that we work to earn, then they're entitled for expecting us to just give them money hand over fist for dog shit.
it was entitled to them to come out to BlizzCon and were like, "Wow, we're gonna announce this really shitty remake of a mobile game," and think they're gonna buy it with all their fucking money they want for Diablo 4. And then everybody hates it. They're like, "Wow,
I love Avatar.
thought you wanted to
Yes.
buy our
I
shit."
watched it for the first time all the way through recently.
Specifically
I
Avatar
told
The
you guys.
Last Airbender. Fuck that
Yeah.
blue movie.
Yeah.
Not the James Cameron one.
Fuck the
Not
movie and
not
fuck Legend of
not the
Korra,
tall
dead
blue
ass.
And
furry
not
bullshit.
the live action one where they say Ong.
Oh god.
But I
Ong.
okay, over the summer I was like, okay, I want to watch through all of Avatar: The Last Airbender because I've never seen book 3. So I start streaming it all illegally, and eventually school comes around and I stop for a bit. Recently I'm like, huh, I want to try it again. Go on the site, it's been shut down. So I go to Walmart and pick up a box set for $30. My last $30. I'm broke now. Anyway, I watched through that box set. It's good. It's fucking good.
High quality.
It's high quality, and the book 2 is always my favorite. Book 3 is so good.
Oh yeah, book 3 obviously is the peak
I
quality of the
really
series.
I really missed out as a retarded child who didn't understand the concept of serialized storytelling.
hmm
What a shame. What an unfortunate soul I was.
Yeah, I just feel like book 3, the Fire Nation one, it brought so much together and it made so much more depth to the universe of it. Like,
Zuko joins the party.
yeah,
Toph is Toph. What more could you ask for?
yeah. Book 2 is a nice lead up to it because book 2's like, we're getting there. We had the basic stuff from book 1, all the water stuff. Now we're going to book
Also,
2. We're getting more of the universe. We're getting more stuff's going more in depth. Book 3, bam, big stuff.
I like that Toph never goes through a big big character arc, but she does have character growth over time.
hmm
I know that at some point I did actually watch the entire series, but it was when I was a kid. So
I
I don't
wholly
really remember a
recommend
lot.
I
Yeah,
wholly recommend watching it again.
I got the
It
CDs at
Yeah.
home.
it still holds up perfectly. I love it.
This is a very high quality anime.
I'm glad that I got to both experience it as technically for the first time as both a kid and an adult. I'm very glad to have that unique experience. I got to experience something for the first time twice. That's big dick energy right there.
As a kid and a squid. God damn
As a
it.
kid in the squid. Oh boy, that reminds me that all my Splatoon data got fucking wiped. Good
Rip
job, Nintendo.
Nintendo. Wow.
Nintendo.
On the topic of
Anyway.
animes.
This profile picture right now does kind of look a little bit like a squid in a weird way.
No, I don't. I look like Quote
Oh,
from Cave Story.
like Squidward without the nose.
Oh,
Yeah.
my friend has a tattoo now.
Oof.
Well, it's a pentagram.
I know a guy who got some fucking Pokemon tattoo on his body.
Well, that would be better. This is just big, so fucking edgy.
That's big rip, my guy. Big rip.
Rad, I say. On their right thigh.
Right thigh.
All right, I'm gonna stop
They
that
have a
conversation.
I'm
pentagram
gonna
on their
stop
right
talking
thigh.
to them.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Satanic imagery is kind of cool. I like metal, you know.
I don't like
Mhm.
satanic imagery on my bod though.
But I mean, I wouldn't get it tattooed to me.
Hell no. Someone's gonna fucking unclothe you one day. Wow. Satanist? Bye. Then out, you like
Like,
a little
wow.
bitch.
Okay, I just permanently marked my body with just me wanting to tell my dad that I don't love him. Okay. Neat.
Essentially, wow. Now that we've hit on some
You are my dad. You're my
Oh my
dad.
dad.
Woogie
Boogie,
woogie
woogie, woogie.
Jesus.
The only podcast that quotes vines.
Oh my god.
We're instantly the worst.
Instantly. Automatically lowest of the tiers.
Oh shit.
Looks like I'm being given the dinner bell right now.
Wow.
Rip.
Ding dong.
Alright. Time to talk about anime now.
Yeah,
'cause
now
Jake's
that
So
not
yeah,
gonna be
go
here.
go
Yeah.
ahead and talk about anime because I don't have anything to say about anime.
Chick's about to go drown in some carbon.
Consume
Drown
it.
in carbon.
Come back.
Consume the
Come
carbon.
back
I
soon.
will consume substance.
We only have like 6-ish
See you
shows to
later.
talk about.
I only know 2 of them, so.
2?
Yeah, I only watched Bunny Girl and Slime.
I thought you watched Zombie Saga or Zombieland Saga
No, I never
and
got around to that one.
ooh, dude, you gotta. It's
Shh.
pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll get on 'em.
Zombieland Saga, Dot Gridman, and Skullface bookseller Honda-san. You have no excuse to not be watching Honda-san. It's 10 minutes each episode. It's really good. And if you've ever weird comparison, you ever played Sonico? Super Sonico? Or are
No.
you familiar with it? All right, in Sonico, all the like businessmen have masks for face.
Mhm.
Same thing's going on in Honda-san, but that's probably both to one, maintain the anonymity of the author's former coworkers as all the characters and himself.
Mhm.
As all the characters are based off of himself or coworkers, because he used to work at a bookshop in Japan,
Mhm.
which is totally not book off. It is not book off. It's very how did I describe this? The comedy is snappy. It's it's nice. It's good. Watch it.
I
It's
will.
it's it's just so good. Like a few of the gags I want to talk about. Honda is he's just working in his bookstore, and you know how like in Japan they're more of a passive people culturally than we Americans, Americajin.
Mhm.
We're more of a direct. We're very demanding.
Yes.
We've got a very strong presence.
Mhm.
We command the atmosphere. Abrasive. Very nice. I like that word. We command the atmosphere, whereas Japanese people typically read the atmosphere and act accordingly.
Mhm.
Well, quite a few gags are based off the idea of American gaijin coming into the bookstore to buy manga. And there is a culture shock, there's a personality clash, and he's not allowed to say, "No, I don't know what you're saying. Please don't speak English. I can't understand you." Because he's a store clerk. He works retail in Japan, and that's a bad combination. As anyone who is either a real retail worker or knows anything about Japanese culture at all will tell you. As passive as Japanese people typically are, the retail workers have to be even more. Like I can mumble asshole under my breath at that dude who just turned the corner in the aisle. He'll hear me. I know he'll hear me. I'll get fired if I'm Japanese. On
Jesus.
the spot.
Shit's whack. Anyway,
And
yeah, I
please
got
be
all
nice.
day
I
off
am back.
tomorrow, so I'll be
Oh,
watching
hey,
animes and editing.
good. There's absolutely no reason to not watch it. It's very good.
Yes.
The other thing, dot gridman. It's 4 S's and then a dot and then gridman. It's created by Trigger, so you know it's either hit or miss.
Mhm.
It's you're familiar with Trigger, right?
Pretty sure.
They're the team that branched off from Gainax that created Ava and Gurren Lagann,
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
they went on to make what's it called? Inferno Cop. There we go. And Kill la Kill.
Well,
They
they got at
also
least
made
2 under their belt.
Kisniver and Darling in the Franxx. So hit or miss.
Mhm.
Hit or miss. So they either do spectacularly well or it blows up in their face.
Yeah, when it hits, it hits. When it doesn't hit, it falls the fuck off.
Yeah. And they love going to space. They do it in every show, and
Jesus.
they'll find a way to go to space and Gridman. Mark my words, there's already an alien, but it's based off of the Tokusatsu series. Are you
Mhm.
familiar with Tokusatsu?
Probably not.
They're it's a catch-all term for like cheap special effects live action shows. Typically, you'll have a superhero and a bunch of guys in rubber suits playing kaiju.
Mhm.
Lots of robots, lots of large scale. Um, this particular comes from the ultra
Sounds like
subgenre.
Power Rangers.
Yes, Power Rangers is it's an American take on Super Sentai, which is a tokusatsu show.
I made that
Uh,
connection.
yep. Gridman is based off of an older tokusatsu of the same name, or a similar name. This isn't the same name. This is Dot Gridman. SSS stands for the American localized name of Gridman, but I don't remember what it stands for. Anyway, it the ultra subgenre of tokusatsu shows is all about big robots fighting big kaiju. The bigger the better, all for the fate of mankind. Gridman in this is he is a being of energy from another realm of existence. And he is able to fuse with Hibiki, I think his name is. I hope that's his name because I'm going to be calling him that, in order to become a massive fuck off robot, which can fight kaiju. And all of the kaiju fight scenes are filmed as though they are actual live action tokusatsu fight scenes. So, like, you'll always see with the kaiju designs, they're always designed in a way that they could comfortably fit a human puppeteer within them. Like the very first one that you see, it's a body that could fit a human in it, and then a long rubbery neck that just flails around mindlessly, and the eyes are like light bulbs.
Yeah.
So it's anime, but it's emulating low budget special effects, and I love it. There's so much attention to detail in the direction of these scenes. It tells me that the direction is fantastic for this show. It doesn't have to do any of this either, but it does it just to pay loving homage to Tokusatsu. And the parts that are not, decidedly to Tokusatsu in nature, the slice of life bits where it's Ki and his friends, Rika, the green one, and the Akane, the one who's actually controlling all the kaiju. It's really charming. I mean, there's a bit of drama, there's a bit of suspense. It's a bit of an action thriller, but it's not really too deep. Just at the end of the day, it's just a massive fuck off robot punching kaiju, and that's what I signed up for. That's what I'm getting, so I'm loving it.
Sounds like a good show.
I haven't seen the latest episode at the time of recording, but I've seen all episodes up to. I'm past the beach episode. Oh yeah, the beach episode is kind of interesting because he's not able to. You'll watch the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
If
do you
you
wanna-
watch it, you'll understand.
Yeah. Do you want to tackle the ones I haven't watched? Like a quick run
Um,
over, then we can get deep into slime and bunny girl.
Well, I can't really quite discuss them with you
Oh yeah, I haven't watched them. Shit.
without spoiling them
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
because I'm not trying to do this to not spoil it for the viewers. I'm trying to not spoil it for you.
I
I want to have
understand.
this discussion with you.
Yes. All right.
All right. So, what else is there?
So,
Zombieland Saga. It's good. It's a parody of not a parody. It's a Black Mirror. It is a critique of the Japanese idol industry and how dehumanizing it is.
Mhm.
In the show, the girls are literally zombies. They can't die, so their manager just treats them actual garbage
Jesus. I
to
mean, it
the
sounds
point where
accurate.
they're falling apart, literally, because they're zombies. Also, he books them for a show in the middle of a thunderstorm when one of them is traumatized by thunder because she died from being struck by lightning.
Yeah, sounds like
And
Japanese
he's
industry to me.
also, his voice actor is definitely having tons of fun. Like, you can tell from every single line he delivers, it's bombastic, it's over the top. It is fun to listen to. I think he's the same guy. He's worked on Death Note. I know. Yeah, he was Light in Ryuji. There we
Hmm.
go. He's on other things. He appears in interviews in character
Hmm.
for that role.
That's always impressive. People take their characters onto the interviews.
I mean, he's having as much fun with that role as I do when I play D&D. And I think that's impressive, and that alone makes it worth watching in my eyes,
Oh yeah.
just for that character. But wholly recommend those 3 shows. Let's talk about Slime
All right. Wow. Where do you want to start?
from the beginning.
All right. So let's talk about how fucking bullshit that murder was. How he died.
Oh, well, it's I can I can forgive it because the show is not about the guy, the Japanese salaryman. If it
Mhm.
was for anything longer than the period of time that it was, I'd be bored and I'd hate it. I signed up for a show about a slime, and that's what I got.
Yeah, they just want a really quick segue.
Just like,
And,
okay, he's Japanese, he's a salaryman, he is a virgin.
and then stabbed.
He's dead. Good job.
Big stab.
His last words are "nuke my hard drive," and then he goes to become a slime in a fantasy world.
Highest quality.
It's quality. It's
Mhm.
exact. It's yo man,
So. All right.
Nuke my hard drive.
nuke my
And then he tosses the entire PC tower into the fucking
the
bathtub.
entire tower into a
The
full
entire
bathtub.
tower. I don't know what this fucking man thought a fucking hard drive was, but that wasn't it, Chief.
I mean,
I mean, he got the hard drive, but
ultimate
Fuck,
bro.
I remember there was this fucking game, I think was called Destroy the Porn or something, where basically the premise is that you
I've
die
played it.
and you go to hell, but you have to get out of hell in order to delete all the porn on your hard drive before your
I've
mother
played it. It was fun. It was a
discovers
nice
it.
indie game. It was on what was that indie that used to go on all the time? I don't remember. It was fun. It was nice. It was short. It was challenging. It was like a Metroidvania's matched with Super Meat Boy a little bit. Then again, I've had this since 2012. I'm probably not remembering it correctly.
Fuck, there was this game I played once that was literally just called "You Have the Game."
Oh yeah, I think we all have. Because it's free on Steam, and it's just a
Yeah.
Metroidvania.
It has a interesting visual style.
But Slime Incarnation,
yes,
as Moose Basement called it.
I think it's a very interesting concept. I like how they build the world out each episode by each episode.
I like how it makes constant Dragon Quest references.
Oh yes.
As a big Dragon Quest fan, that is some much not requested,
Appreciated.
appreciated. Thank you. Fan service right there.
Yeah, I like the naming concept too. Like you name something, and your power determines how strong they get once you
Yeah,
name them.
well, in any RPG with named enemies, the named enemies are always stronger than just the basic mobs. Like you go into an area and there's a bunch of crab enemies, but there's one that's bigger than the rest, and his name is Rognak the Destroyer.
And the one that's named or tagged with even more powerful character's name is also often even stronger than the other named characters.
It's just it's that concept, except he does it to an entire village of goblins,
Yes, and then a whole pack of wolves.
an entire pack of dire wolves,
Yes.
which are just the best. I I would have thought that would have needed more convincing to join his side, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I understand it. I guess like he murdered he murdered the wolves father or whatever and the leader of the pack. I understand killing the pack thing. I don't understand the extreme lack of revenge towards having your father killed.
I mean, I guess it is the idea of meritocracy times a million, right?
Yeah.
Like that he killed our leader. He's now our leader. We love our leader.
Hmm.
Here's Mewtwo again.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
I
mean,
can beat
it
him
is
this
kind
time.
of addressed too. He does ask, why don't you want to kill me? He's like, oh, you gave us the powers, you killed our leader. So they do try to pass it off. It works mostly.
I mean, I'm not upset with it. I'm not
Yeah.
exactly looking to poke holes in this just fun show watch on a Monday.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not too intellectually stimulating, but
No,
it's fun.
it's nice. Got some fan
Uh,
service too. I appreciate that too.
and it's not fun I have to particularly turn off my brain for either.
Yeah. Let's
Like,
discuss something though.
it's certainly nice to see just it an unironically upbeat tone to a show.
Hmm. That has
It,
so many different things that aren't always that upbeat.
an unironic upbeat comedy, considering how much satire and ironic comedy I watch on a daily basis. Stop playing Smash. But
Yeah.
everything is treated with just such optimism. Yes, the dragon is trapped in a magic barrier that is slowly killing him, but through the power of some creative uses of game mechanics, or in this case, skills, we can analyze the barrier from the inside and outside to
Give it the big suck.
completely destroy it. All the meantime, you just sit tight in the infinite space that is my stomach, and I draw power from you.
Yeah, essentially.
It's a concept I would have never come up with because that sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's like, wow, slime eats dragon, dragon gives it power until you free the dragon. Like it's not something you'd particularly think of, but it does work when applied.
Oh god, it sounds like someone's fetish.
Oh
Well,
Jesus,
God,
you just had to
that
do it.
that kind of puts the entire show in a disgusting light.
You just fucked
Thanks,
it up.
Jake.
You
You just ruined the show
you
for
just
me.
made the
Sorry.
whole thing into a fucking furry fucking vor anime. Get out of here.
That's gross.
Wow.
I just wanted some unironic optimism, and you've
Mhm.
ruined it.
Just turn it into some degenerate's fucking fantasy. Jesus.
I unlocked Mewtwo. Neat.
I
Don't touch on.
apologize. I
But-
ruined it.
You fucked it up.
And everything
Jake
is such
ruins
great.
everything.
Everything is such great. Not one. It's all optimistic. I love it. It's so
Mhm.
happy.
Yeah, it's like, wow, our entire village is about to get slaughtered by direwolves. But we found this slime. He's gonna totally defend everything really good.
Just out of the kindness of his heart. Just because he's a cool dude
Just
who
cool
who
dude.
just wants to bring world peace to this weird fantasy land.
Yeah, you can defeat us from this giant pack of direwolves. Wow, he did it.
I can totally stand by this overpowered protagonist just because they're not an obnoxious dickhead.
Yeah. All he wants is
Like
peace and titties.
like a certain show about a beta tester who's just a dick for no reason in a game where people die in real life when they die in the game.
Fucking
Not
that
talking
one.
about Not talking about bad shows in particular.
Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta post this.
More
Do
options.
not understand the question. What?
In regard to sexual orientation, do you think of yourself as straight or heterosexual?
Prefer
I
to
do not
discuss with my
understand
doctor
the
or
question.
practitioner.
Prefer to discuss with my doctor or practitioner. Prefer not to answer. More options.
How you
That's
gonna?
mine.
How
I
you
like
gonna?
that one.
How are you gonna be like, wow, someone just used the he for me. Let me go talk to my doctor or practitioner to see if I feel good about that. Like, what the fuck?
My answer is more options.
Wow,
My
doc.
answer is
Do
more
I like fucking
options.
women? Do I like fucking boys? Wow, doc. Do I like fucking dogs? Doc. Doc. Tell me, doc. Doc. Gotta give you some line here,
Also,
doc.
also the dragon.
The dragon
Why
was a
is
twist.
the dragon is so good?
Yes,
Uh,
it's like
you wake up in a cave. You're a slime. You don't have any humanoid body parts. You can't even see. And a dragon just is like, hey, uh, I'll I'll teach you how to see if you be my friend. Like, I was expecting him to die right there
yeah,
and
I
have
was
to be
expecting to get ass
reincarnated.
blasted. The dragon's like,
A le-
ooh woo.
Because he's just a level 1 slime with just a little bit more. He's just a little bit smarter than most slimes.
Yeah, and this fucking
Namely,
dragon who keeps
uh,
off fucking giant hordes of everything. Just like, wow.
well, he doesn't keep he doesn't keep hordes of anything there. Veldora
Yeah.
is he's trapped there by that
Yeah.
thing.
But the
And the only
fear of
reason
him keeps them away mostly.
that the cave is so rich in nutrients is because something magic. Why a private member is calling me.
Herd or magic.
No. It's just like, hey, you know, you can sense magic. We'll just imagine that
Wait a
magic
second.
is colors.
Well, I just thought of
Is the
something.
protagonist of this show basically SCP-999?
I don't know what's SCP-999.
It's a fucking slime creature that makes people happy.
Nope.
Meh.
The protagonist of this show is just a dude who was stabbed, and then
Once.
And then
once
becomes
he
slime.
died, but he was reincarnated as according to his dying wishes, which were it's
Ow, it
so hot,
hurts.
it hurts, it's so hot, it's so cold. I wish I hadn't died a virgin. So it made him something that couldn't feel pain, couldn't feel heat, couldn't feel cold, and because of some weird interpretation, with the Great Sage being some sort of actual computer, it interpreted that as I want to be able to analyze things by digesting them.
And the whole thing about being a virgin, like, changed to the skill predator. It's like, wow, I'll absorb everything.
Wow. Which has creepy connotations,
Yeah.
but is played off wholesomely.
Yeah. It goes back to the whole thing
Ah.
Jake mentioned earlier, which trying to scrub from my mind with bleach and plasma.
God, why?
No, actually, I just had a thought really. So when Rimuru absorbs the dragon, he
Mhm.
automatically starts expelling this large ass aura that we figure out later on. I want to know if the same if it's the same aura that the dragon was giving off or not.
I think that either might be answered later on, or if it's just left up to interpretation. Because
Yeah, because I feel if it,
Rimuru does have tons of potential, and the same way that every D&D character does. It's just no direct skill level, but due to his skill set, he has the potential to do amazing things.
but if he was giving off that aura and it's anything near what the dragon's was, why did everybody sense the dragon was gone when Rimuru hasn't, masked his aura yet? That's what's kind of confusing me.
That's true.
If there was a large ass aura still coming from the same general area, why did everybody's like, oop, dragon gone?
Well, if anything, I don't think it's quite all of no, I think what it is that Veldora's because he's still trapped in that magic field, right?
Yeah.
And that magic field is slowly draining and expelling his magic energy
Mhm.
slowly. So it's just a certain amount of Veldora's magic ability being given to Rimuru directly.
Yes. Also with the boosting of the name, so his aura probably wasn't the exact same or anywhere near what
Yeah,
Veldora's was.
he was given a name. He was given the name, being made into a named entity. There we go, because it's a
Mhm.
video game. Though not really.
Yeah.
It works off video game rules.
And he's also leaking the dragon's energy now that it's being
Yeah.
expelled
He was
out of
given
him.
he was made into a named entity by a being of such power. So he probably gained a corresponding no a shit, what's the word?
Uh, not sure.
Anyway, it would be a relative. That's the word. It'd be relative to Veldora's power. You know, being one of the 4 big dragon dudes of this world. Immortal beings with tons of magic power.
hmm Yeah, hopefully they explain it later on.
Yeah, if that isn't the answer, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
I guess we'll either have to wait or never find out.
yeah, we'll probably talk about it again when the entire
Oh,
series is out.
Also, you've seen last week's episode, right?
Yes, the one with which one is it? Is it the one where they defeat the demon?
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
No, I haven't seen this week's then.
All right.
I
Well,
can
yeah,
look up the
last week's,
yeah, I can
because you're always a week behind because you watch Crunchyroll.
yeah, I didn't watch it earlier this morning. Let me try to pause it before it actually makes noise in the recording. Oh, okay, I got like 2 seconds of the recording.
Rip.
Why the fuck does Crunchyroll not have a description for it yet? God fucking damn it.
But you know why he's able to transform into like that small humanoid form, right?
The humanoid one, no, I haven't seen that yet.
That's Mask Girl's, like what she looked like as a little kid.
Oh shit.
Yeah, slight spoilers, because this is all like completely hinted at in the OP.
No, yeah.
It's straight up spoiled in the OP that he absorbs her.
Hot.
She dies, and then her dying wishes to be absorbed into Rimuru body.
Jesus.
So
This is a whole lot of what Jake was talking about, and I'm regretting ever hearing what he said.
God,
He ruined every fucking bit of it.
it'll never be the same.
Jesus
It'll never be
Christ.
okay.
Burn it with fire. Alright, I think
Sometimes
we've.
I destroy things with words.
Yes, you
And a
do.
humanoid form will probably be super useful. You know, having
Yeah.
arms,
Not
having
look,
legs. They're pretty neat.
yeah, not
I
looking like
like
a
mine.
monster.
Not looking like a monster, being able to pass as a human
hmm
in a world where humans kill everything that isn't human.
Wait, so he absorbed her body,
Mm-hmm.
so he has no dick. Rip. Rip.
Oh, that's
Oh
true.
no. He's gonna have to, he's gonna have to turn gay. This ain't it, Chief.
He's still a slime.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess he could,
Like that's
like,
its main form.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe
He's
he'll
got all those other forms. Turn into a big old snake.
ooh, slither in that bitch. Jeez.
And I'm certain that some people were disappointed with how the fight against Ifrit ended.
Yeah, it's just like, wow, she's gonna burn him alive. Rip. He had that one thing from the first episode y'all forgot about.
But I don't know. I think that's the best way it could have ended.
I mean, I guess so, yeah. Like, what other way are you gonna fucking defeat the fire demon
I
as a
mentioned
slime?
it's a good way for a show that's about a slime that's trying to bring world peace to defeat a genocidal demon
It's just
without killing it.
just to absorb it.
Just absorb it.
Yeah.
Vor it.
Yeah, like if you keep forgetting that he has a literal dragon inside of him that's giving him energy and named him as well, it's easy to think that wow, he's overpowered and it's bad writing. But if you just think about the world that's been set up, it's easier to accept. Like wow,
Absorb.
yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna osmos.
it's like wow,
I'm
he's
gonna
totally not
osmos
full of
that
shit.
water.
He's abiding by the world's rules. He's got the power and he's using it. He just looks like a
Also,
pretty
as of
little
now,
bitch.
As of right now, I've been up 24 hours.
Lit. I'm probably gonna be up till like 6 in the morning again. I'm kind of mad about it because I get up at 11 and I stay awake for almost 24 hours.
It's been a good week.
I bet I have all of tomorrow off, so I'm either gonna edit tonight or edit tomorrow. Don't care.
We
Don't
did
know.
stuff that Jake can't talk about.
We still have a little bit of Bunny Girl to do.
Oh, I haven't watched that
You
yet.
haven't watched it yet? Oh my.
Yeah, I know I said I
Are we
would.
done with stuff that Jake can't talk about unless he's ruining it?
God.
Okay,
I know I
degenerate.
said I would watch it, but come on. You gotta give me a break. I was downloading Smash. I was playing Smash all week.
Understandable.
It's kind of, the biggest thing for the Switch. Period.
Definitely.
And considering that everybody that hacked their Switch got it 2 weeks before, people who bought it legally, I'm kind of enjoying that period where, cool. It doesn't come often.
Mhm.
Look at me, I'm playing Smash. None of you are playing Smash.
Trying
Oh, I'm
figure out
about to
when to start
unlock
recording.
Bowser Jr. So everybody is super mad on Twitter that people are playing Smash before them.
I mean, that's why you should have made a console that can't be cracked so easy. But that's not the other
If-
companies have learned. Fucking Xbox and PS4s can be still fucking be cracked.
If
Jailbroken.
only they hadn't released with an unpatchable hardware exploit.
Jesus. You'd think companies
mean-
would learn.
Don't get me wrong, I'm super grateful that they didn't. Because I love playing Doom on my Switch.
Mhm.
I love playing Doom 64 on my Switch and Doom 2 on my Switch.
Yeah.
I just like Doom on my Switch. Also, emulators. This thing is a great emulator machine.
Yeah. What I don't understand is how hard it is to hire somebody just to like hack into your system and find all the exploits for it. Like,
Well,
there are people out there that do that.
if I remember it correctly, it wasn't directly Nintendo's fault. It was Nvidia's fault.
Oh my Nvidia.
That is like 6 months old, outdated information that I read on 4chan while in the bathroom back when I was in high school.
So credible information.
It's credible information.
Credible information.
That was the same day I learned about paperclip hacks, and I was like, "What? No way! That can't be real." And then, fast forward a few months, and I'm holding a paperclip that I used to hack my Switch, guys, right now.
God.
Paper hacks are real.
Your platform's kind of not there hardware wise when you get hacked by a paperclip.
It's some good shit though. I mean, the secure the console is, the happier I am.
Yeah, I mean, people still gotta buy the console to hack it, so I mean, they're making some money.
People bought the console en masse to hack it.
Oh yeah.
It's a shame that Nick's now running a firmware that can't be cracked. Oh, actually, no. That's a lie. That's also outdated information. 6.3 can now be cracked. You can now run custom firmware, Nick.
Spicy. I think he went to the bathroom, but he might be back.
Yeah.
He's
But
back.
he left
I think he's back now.
he left
Yeah, he left
20
at 25 minutes
25
ago.
minutes ago. Yeah.
Pretty sure he's back, unless he's me. I like sitting on the toilet for a while and playing games.
Me too. I was pretty happy to learn that even though Nick had bought it well after they had fixed the exploit, that he managed to find a system that was not patched. Like
Yeah.
you can kind of tell from the serial number if it's in the green zone or the yellow zone. His was in the green, which fully surprised me. I expected that if anything, it would be like maybe it might work, but probably not. But no, his has the exploit.
Wow, fantastic.
He got it in like August, October. They fixed this exploit back in June, I think, or July was it? I don't know. Oh yeah, over the last week, Nintendo forced me, a person who runs custom firmware, to upgrade my update my official firmware to 6.3, which at the time was not hackable. It was not able to launch custom firmware. So I was unable to do anything with the stuff I ported to Switch, the stuff I pirated for Switch, and the emulators I had for Switch. So I had to restore a backup to an earlier firmware. I'm not dumb. I have that. I have a few backups now.
Always back up your firmwares, kiddies.
Back up your firmware to anybody who's listening who might be thinking about Switch hacking. It's well
Back up
worth it.
your everything.
It's well worth it. Back up your firmware. Not only that, download what is it? What is it? Is it Edison? Yep, it's Edison. Get Edison. That is a save backup application for the Switch. Make save backups. Nintendo won't let you do it without charging you a premium.
Always
So just
back up your saves.
just hack your Switch and back it up like that. Also, I want to point out this tool was available before Nintendo officially put out a way to back up your save data. A console was in the wild for about 2 years before you could back up your save data in any way.
That's a load of shit right there.
And on the 1-year anniversary of its launch, everybody lost their save data. Because
It's really funny.
The Switch didn't know what to do whenever it hit 1 year from the launch. It didn't understand the concept of 366 days, so it just went back to day 1, and it thinks, well, you couldn't have been playing Breath of the Wild for 1,000 hours. You've only had it for a day.
That's some Y2K bullshit.
It's literally Y2K bullshit.
We
How
went
does
from having to
Nintendo
fight
fuck up
technology
Y2K
to
like
get it
that?
to do something, to having to fight technology to get it to not do something.
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad Nintendo wasn't this big.
I'm glad Nintendo's still sitting in 1995.
No,
Wow,
they've
actually,
recently
Nick's back
got to
now.
2000. Nick, you're back? What did we talk about that we needed Nick's input?
Didn't you tell him that his firmware is hackable now?
Yeah, your firmware is hackable now. 6.3 was cracked. It's a shame it wasn't cracked a day sooner because I might have my save data. I might have that 500 hours I put into Disgaea 5.
Disgusting.
I might have that 200 hours I put into Labyrinth of Refrain. Thanks, Nintendo. Thanks for forcing me to update when I have the system setting to block updates and also not connect to you. I have my DNS set. I use DNS 90 to not allow me to connect to Nintendo servers, but they found a way.
At that rate, you just gotta stick it in a lead box. Also, can I say how fucking underwhelming Amazon's fucking Cyber Monday deal is right now? There's nothing good out.
I haven't been looking at Amazon because I'd be tempted to buy stuff, and I'm broke as a bitch.
Me too, and I'm like running out of money fast, but like, I still want to look, and I'm still trying to find something I want. But there's literally nothing on here I want. Like, sure, Echo Dots for $20. That's not bad. Echo Dots don't work at my dorm. This is fucking pointless.
Smash, it's good.
Oh yeah, talk about Smash.
Wow, it's good. All right. Super Smash Bros. Special is a very good name for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There is some irony in that. I'm playing it on Japanese because I need to practice reading the moon rune. World of Light. It's awful. It's god awful. It's terrible. Like it was the only after that final direct, it was one of the only things I was hyped for, and then I finally get my hands on it, and it's the worst. It's the worst. It's like if they took event mode from Melee, but they stretched it out times 100. They forced you to well, they don't force you to unlock characters through that. It's one of the ways you can unlock characters. That's a good move on Sakurai's part. Good job. Good job, Samurai. Force you to go through so many of these event battles, but they're not really as fun or challenging as the event battles were in Melee. They're just, thanks to the gacha mechanic that has been ham-fisted into it, they're either arbitrarily too easy or too hard. Like, 1 second you'll be absolutely pummeled by tons of pits with super armor and constantly get temporary invincibility, and just they're small and fast and they pummel you, and it's impossible to get an attack in. The next second, you'll just run up to an enemy, grab them, forward throw them, and you have a victory. Easy peasy.
Jeez.
And it's all thanks to seemingly random difficulty levels on each match, all decided by the type that the gacha spirit has. They're called spirits in this game. They're somewhere between stickers in Brawl and any gacha game. But they all have a type element, which is like playing rock, paper, scissors with these gacha spirits, and a number, which is power level, their overall power level. Typically, you want the type advantage and a close, but not going over power level, because if you go over, then your rewards decline. The lower level you are compared to the enemy, the more rewards you get, which I like in concept. Problem is, they're not more difficult in terms of AI complexity. They just become bullet sponges. They just become assholes who are impossible to KO. And it's not really fun. Like, it was pretty cool. Like, the first 100 times. But that was like the first third of the main map. And then I finally completed it, and I thought, this is it. This is the final boss. Master Hand isn't the final boss. Master Hand is a little bitch on the way on Victory Road to the final boss. His name is Galeem. That's all spoilers that I'm going into. And then you get to him and you beat him. And it turns out you're only halfway done. That's the first half of World of Light. After that, you have to play through World of Darkness. And it's the same shit. Nothing is different. It's all the same. And it's not fun. I mean, whenever I escaped Midgar in Final Fantasy VII. Now, whenever I escaped Midgar in Final Fantasy VII, and I saw this massive open world, I thought, wow, I can't wait to explore all this. It's like an entire new game. My mind was blown when little tiny Jason saw that for the first time. Like, wow, and we're not even on the second disc yet. I felt just annoyed that I had to do so much more of World of Light. I actually insulted. I'm about I was almost 1/3 through World of Light. And then I got to what I thought was the last bit of the third of the second map of World of Light. Like, I'm probably describing this poorly. But you go into a portal, and I think, okay, there's gonna be like just a few enemies here. I'll clear them out. It'll just be like the whole area where I unlock Pit. It'll be neat. It'll be a whole fun diversion. Pit is the angel from Kid Icarus.
Sorry, I just heard pit and I thought of the pit.
Nope. I go in there and it's an entire another map. Like the size of a third of the normal world map that I started with. And I don't want to play it. It's a Smash game that I dread playing. I'm looking at it, I'm walking around in it right now. It's not doesn't look fun. It looks upsetting because I'm not a big fan of having items on in Smash, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm a big fan of the tournament rules. I'm not too good at it, but I like it as like a test of pure skill, one player against another, not of who gets the bomb dropped on them first randomly. That's not fun. I don't feel fun when I lose. I'm not having fun when I lose like that, and I'm not having fun when I win like that. I feel annoyed regardless. I feel insulted. The game just shat on me. Like, here's a win. And I know that even most people like playing it like that. I don't quite understand it. I don't know. I like removing random elements out of Smash. Tripping was terrible. Everything about the main game is so much better than everything. Palutena. I'm getting Palutena. I did nothing to earn Palutena. I go into main Smash, and firstly, it asks you to choose your rule set, and you can save custom rule sets and name them. Like, I have the...
Looks like I gotta mute my mic now.
Oh, the dogs. Tell them that I love them. Like, I have a rule set that's just the official Smash 4 singles tournament rule set, and I named it singles. And anytime I want to play with that rule set, I go and I play that. I have something similar, but without the locked stages and final Smash meter is turned on. I call it Yeet because I'm terrible at naming things, and it needs a name or else it just won't work. It won't save. And I just play on that. Had my mate Trey come over and we gave it a try and it was really fun. Then after you choose a rule set, it's choose a stage, which is weird. I'm used to choose your character and then choose your stage, but I don't know why that decision was made. I don't know why that change was made, but I don't know. It exists. It's fine. You can also choose between you want the normal version of the stage. Do you want Battlefield version of the stage, which is that stage is aesthetic, and excuse me, that stage is music, but with the Battlefield layout, with the 3 platforms and everything's just small and flat. Or do you want the Omega version of the stage, which is just like a Final Destination version of that stage? Hey, that's why it's called Omega, because it's the final destination.
Dun dun dun.
Wow. I have the intellect of a child.
I think the dogs are done now.
Oof.
Hopefully. Oh, never mind.
All right. What else do you have to tackle on your list, Jason?
All
mine
of
was
them,
pretty small.
all of the stages are unlocked by default. I like it. Only 8 of the characters are unlocked by default. I hate it. One of my friends told me that unlocking characters in Smash is their favorite part. I don't understand that. That's
How
a
dare.
valid opinion. It's a valid opinion.
It's not a good one, but it's a valid one.
It's not a good one, but it's a valid one.
I'm gonna go yell at the dogs and say, "Shut up! I'm trying to do a podcast."
I like having every character unlocked, and like I hit random, and I choose. It just I just play a random character. I love playing all the characters, but I don't like unlocking them. It's just a tedious process that I don't care for.
Yeah, tedious unlock
In
is
the
annoying.
in the case of unlocking it through World of Light, I have to sit through World of Light to unlock it. in the case of unlocking it through a normal battle, which I'm glad I can do that instead of like Brawl, where I had to play through Subspace. I mean, well, it's playing through Subspace is a problem. Subspace is great, but I wouldn't want to have to do that here, where I don't have Subspace. You unlock like a new character every 5 or 10 matches, so it's kind of quickly. You're getting that constant satisfaction of unlocking new characters, constant dopamine rush. But I don't play Smash for that. I play Smash to play Smash, not to unlock characters, not to grind.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not a grindy game. I like. It's not. I don't think it's a fighting game, but I still play it for the same sort of feeling as a fighting game. I want to go in. I want to pick a character I like Richter. He looks cool. He's got a cool look to him. He's got a headband. That's cool. He's got a whip. He fights with a whip. That's rad. Throws around crystals in holy water. This is a fun time.
Alright, now the dogs are done. They were freaking out because my mother left.
Rip. Look at King K. Rool. Look, he's so stylish. I love him. And he plays nice too. But
Man, my dogs are barking!
I would like to play them whenever I
Nice, Nick.
opened up the game, not 10 to 15 hours after I opened up the game.
Hmm.
You know? I didn't pay for the game, but if I had, I would certainly, be upset to pay $60 so that I can play King K. Rool, and I can't play King K. Rool. I don't know. You had to unlock some characters in Melee. I didn't play Brawl during its heyday. I played a little bit of Project M. Wii U and 3DS. I don't even remember the unlock process. I think I had Jeremy come over and he did it for me. Unlocks are conceptually neat, but would just be a way to punch and cheat, unlock everything for competitive play, like Melee did. Did Melee do that, or am I just playing too much 20XX? I might be just playing too much 20XX. I threw the cheat code for unlocking all stages and characters in Melee. It's just not fun for me. I don't like the constant gratification. I just like picking Ganondorf and doing some stylish shit. But other than that, it's really fun. I haven't played any of the I've only played Main Smash and World of Light. Fortunately, World of Light. I wanna play some more of the side stuff. Like I heard that what's it called? It's in the Smash tab. It's Squad Strike. I heard that's good. I saw a V thread about that being good. I want to explore the special Smash options, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be the same as in Smash 4. Tourney's probably still the same as in Melee. Classic mode is classic mode. I'll have quite a bit of fun with that. Mii Fighters, don't care. Amiibo, I care a little bit. Mob Smash, eh. And training mode. Training mode's really good in this. You can turn on like blast angles. Like this is the trajectory if they DI in, this is the trajectory if they DI out, and this trajectory with no DI. All live data as you fight the sag. It's really cool. It's the best training mode in any game ever.
Any other topics you want to hit on?
Wait. Oh no, I'm a liar. The gotcha shit. It's awful.
Oof. That's a yikes, Chief.
Why did they put gotcha in my Melee? Not my Melee. My Smash Brothers. They didn't need to put Melee in. Shit.
Jesus.
They didn't need to put gotcha shit in my Smash, but they did. I'm having a stroke. It's irritating me so much, and all of it's just for adventure mode. I can tell. No. Stroke. No, you can I know you can enhance fighters using using the gotcha spirits for use in main Smash, but I don't know why you would. I don't know. It's like I don't know why people had custom fighters in Smash 4. Certainly that's appealing to someone, but it's not me. Like I couldn't care less.
Anybody have a timestamp on how long it's been?
Not
Yeah,
quite.
I do. It's been an hour and 35 minutes.
Fantastic. We're half an hour over the last time we recorded.
Good job. We're actually making good time.
Yes, yes, we are.
What's next? I have Rockstar's 100-hour work weeks.
Yo.
We talked about Diablo Immortal versus entitled fans.
Yeah. Y'all
I
got
have written
smartphones, right?
here. Yo, got smartphones, right? I have written here. Kirby is fucking rad.
I mean, you're not
Uh,
wrong.
I'm not
Kirby,
wrong.
rad boy.
He's so rad. Like in the lore of his games, he's just always destroying cosmic powers. It all starts. It all starts with DDD like interrupting Kirby's nap, and then Kirby defeats an a black angel with a single eye that's constantly crying blood, and its wings are decaying on the spot and becoming corruption, and it seeks to enslave all of intelligent thought in the universe.
Enslave intelligent thought.
And then Kirby puts DDD in a timeout, and that's how the game ends.
What about enslaving intelligent thoughts?
Audit all thoughts.
Just call the IRS, man.
Just call the thought detected. Pulls out phone. IRS on speed dial.
The IRS.
What do you guys think about that, by the way? I assume you all know about that story.
I think it's
Matt,
interesting.
do a recap.
Essentially, some guy, I think it's something Wu, some Asian boy, fucking starts reporting titty streamers or people who have like private Snapchats you got to pay for to the IRS for them to get audited because they might not be paying their taxes. And essentially, it just took off on the internet. Almost everybody and their fucking slutty mothers is getting reported to the IRS for possible tax fraud.
I think it's hilarious as a meme. I think that the reason they're doing it is bad. I think that they are doing the right thing, though.
Yeah, they're doing a good thing, but for wrong reasons.
Like that is tax evasion.
Yeah, everybody's like, wow, Thought's probably not paying their taxes. IRS should audit them. Then again, some of them do pay their taxes, and making them get audited just kind of wastes the IRS's time, their time, taxpayer money. But
In that case, it's entirely just
yeah,
malicious and disgusting.
yeah, and people they're stating like, wow, you get 30% of whatever taxes are, found from being evaded. Like, no, that's not actually the case. Like
Oh,
sometimes, yeah, if it's over $2 million
yeah,
or they make
there
two
is
hundred
a
thousand a year,
there
maybe.
is a financial incentive to report tax evasion to the
Yeah,
IRS.
only at certain levels though. Like if they're not paying like $20 or like $20,000 of
Well, if they're
taxes,
not
you're probably
if
not
they're
going to
not
get any of
paying
it.
if they're not paying $20, then you don't even need to notify the IRS. It's only if it's $400 or more.
hmm Something
I
like that.
somebody on Twitter said to 20,000, and then everybody was like, "Hey, this is wrong. This is going to get people arrested and audited. Please don't spread this misinformation." The real number is something like $400.
Yeah, something like that. I
It is
know that
much lower than
on
you think it is.
yeah
Stop.
on the IRS website actually they say the only way you can easily get access to any money that was audited is if the money in question was above $2 million or if the person audited makes over 200,000 a year.
Certainly, the IRS is getting a kick out of this.
Yeah, for 15 to 30% of that. But there's
Those
also smaller claims you can make 15% of the claim.
those leeches love any money they can get.
The IRS is like, wow, everybody's handing us audits. Thank you. Like, then I gotta
Why
go
are we
around
suddenly
knocking on doors and shit. We're like, wow, IRS is great. Let's report everybody to the IRS.
everybody suddenly love us? I thought they hated paying taxes.
Everybody's like, wow, people actually like the IRS. Who would have thought?
All it took is some incel meme.
Yeah, wanting to destroy the thoughts.
Those memes are great, regardless of the maker's intent, regardless of their stance on the situation.
Yeah,
This has been great memes.
I have
Great
been.
memes all around. I rate these memes 10 out of 10.
Like, I never would have thought I would have had to fucking come on YouTube and see fucking internet thoughts stating that they pay their taxes.
I mean, if they do, full on them.
Yeah.
It's a valid industry, and as such, taxes should be paid.
Yeah, it's a free country. You should be able to do what you want, including be able to sell your body, as long as you're of consenting age.
Yes. No, nobody should have the right to say no. You can't make money that way.
Mhm.
However,
Body.
you also should that money is taxable.
Yeah, you still gotta pay taxes on it.
Tax hose.
Not to
Tax
the
hose,
to,
got several.
not to demean any people in the sex industry. It's a perfectly valid industry.
I mean, at that rate, they're probably into it anyway.
I'm not gonna
further
I'm not gonna
degradation.
demonize an industry that I'm a paying customer of.
Yeah.
That's
No. They got their jobs and they enjoy it, and that's a viable way of doing it. Some of them just like being demeaned, and telling them their life is meaningless because of their job. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't.
Maybe pay your taxes.
If you
Pay your
pay your
taxes.
taxes,
Just pay your taxes.
just post your tax forms on the internet for everybody to see.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh.
I mean, you wouldn't get
What the
audited, but
fuck?
people would steal your shit.
Excuse me, what the fuck?
We can get the victory royale. I just need
Oh,
your
look, Kylo's
12
being
numbers on your
cringy.
credit card, the expiration date, and the 3 numbers on the back.
The IRS needs your help, but first, you have to give them your credit card
Attention, the
number.
American people.
get
The
that victory
IRS
royale.
needs your help.
Give them your credit card number, the 4-digit. Fuck. I'm
The
not about to
expiration
open
date and the
the
3 digits on
expiration
the
date,
back.
your full name, and the digits on the back.
Don't make me do my race type impression.
Just
Also, let's talk about something real quick. I was watching CQB's whatever frickin' Gray's video on federal land earlier today, and it turns out most of California is like federal land. How are you gonna succeed from the union if most of your land is federal? Like how you gonna do that? How you gonna take the federal land away from the feds?
I mean, as long as their flag is the two-headed bear from New Vegas. As long as the new California Republic, it's a flag, the Cali flag in this canon. Yes,
It's the a two-headed version of the California flag.
Oh yeah. Also, all
They're
California
literally
shore
the
is
new
federal
California
land.
Republic.
their normal state flag is just one bear. It's just a
Yeah,
regular flag.
or one
look,
head bear.
It's not canon to reality. It's not the flag. The actual California flag has only one bear. It has only one head.
Nick, you've only left this state once. Get out of here.
It's not a two-headed bear. I'll fight you to the death on this.
It's a one-headed bear, Nick. God damn it.
No, Nick. We all know you
You
haven't left
haven't
this
been to
state.
California, retard.
You've
No,
only
I've
been
been.
to Nevada that one time.
Listen.
No, he's been to California. He's been to Los Angeles.
Get out. You're a meme too. You haven't been to any of those, because half of them don't exist.
It's one head. Why would it be a two-headed bear?
I'll be imposing
Because
the
he's being
California flag over
autistic,
this
that's
section.
why.
Nicholas, we all know the eight states surrounding Missouri are not actually actual states. They're all part of Missouri. They're just large counties.
They're just large
They're
counties
just
within Missouri.
large counties.
I think Nick just thinks that he lives in Fallout.
I think Nick just wants to live anywhere else but where he's at.
He's Boone and I'm the courier.
Want to get out.
I want to get.
I wish we could hear Nick.
Yeah.
I wish Nick.
Jake, please help me.
I no longer wish we could hear Nick.
Oh no!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh god, he's been irradiated.
It's the seething pain of poor Missouri folk.
The
Oh god,
writhing
you know what? You
pain.
know what this is reminding me of? That, like Nick is doing right now reminds me of a fucking creepypasta that I read, where it was literally just a creepypasta about the entire events of Fallout 3 being a hallucination. That fucking the lone wanderer is just a crazy who shoots at bushes with a BB gun
Essentially.
and while wearing a fancy watch.
Oh, the
Uh,
Pip Boy.
yeah.
That
Like
took me way too long to make that connection.
and like he moved into a bunker because his dad was a crazy asshole who thought that the apocalypse was coming. Like that's what and it took place in 2012.
And his son is the crazy asshole who thinks the apocalypse did happen.
Yeah, it's because it's because there was a fucking chemical released into the air in the vault. So it's part Vault 106 was the creepypasta. Or it wasn't really a vault, it was a bunker. Basically, it's just a stupid the truth of Fallout creepypasta, like the truth of children's TV shows. They're actually all dead kids.
Ed, Ed and Eddie is about purgatory. That's why there are
Like
no
those
adults.
fucking creepypastas are retarded, but I love them in a weird way.
Oh wait, hold
They're
on.
kinda
Always
like
dead kids. Yeah.
Did this
they're just it's kind of like a guilty pleasure to read those.
Hold on. I don't even know if the meme came from LoveTub or not. I want to drop it in here anyway. This one fucking had me dead at the dinner table the other night.
The anti-vaccination memes have lasted longer than the anti-vaccinated kids.
Oh my god.
I'm superimposing that one over the video too. Holy.
Good. Oh, I haven't mentioned this while I was talking about Smash, but can I say, holy crap, Simon Belmont is ugly as sin in this game.
Jeez. Rip.
I described it as I described it before in the Love Tub, and Nick really liked my description. I said, imagine the Jonathan Jost. What the fuck happened to my Switch? Okay, I just lost connection between my Switch and my TV for a split second. Neat. Yeah, it looks like a bad port to. It looks like if somebody took Jonathan Joestar's model from Eyes of Heaven and ported it poorly to Source, and then went around playing TTT with it. That's what Simon Belmont, his model in Smash Ultimate looks like. Matt includes
Wow.
some pictures in the video. I'm gonna send them to this chat.
I will. I want to start putting in more images rather than just gameplay. Because usually most podcasts have like live cams and shit, and like they bring up things. They got a little tab. We don't got that. We're not that fancy yet. So we're just gonna superimpose
Nick,
images
I'm
over the
going to
stream.
We don't
Nick,
have
I'm going
money.
to kink shame you because kink shaming is my kink.
I mean, official podcasts have been doing basically this for 104ish episodes now. They just recorded their 104th episode, I think, like while we're doing this.
Nice.
I got the update.
Speaking
Yeah,
of the
sometimes they're
podcasts,
shuffled.
how is what's her face doing on getting our characters drawn up?
Lots of stuff has happened. Don't you awoo me, she says.
Ooh,
A
He
woo
says.
you?
I typed awoo.
A woo woo?
ooh, woo doo. Oh, oh!
Nope. Nope.
That'd be a fucking meme if it was.
We're not saying that. I despise you, Nick.
Jesus. Yeah, I'll be ready to listen to
What
later.
the
I was
fuck?
not informed of the situation.
Yeah,
KKK. I'll explain more later, Matt.
Oh god.
absolutely despicable.
Inserts
But
Moon Man theme in the background of the fucking video.
I'm gonna. I don't know. I'll ask him about it later today.
Yeah.
Because he said he'd do it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not rushing him or anything, but like having him
A
would be
lot of
nice.
a lot of stuff's been happening in his life.
Oh, shit.
Between moving to not Missouri, Minnesota.
Oof, not Missouri, please.
No, no.
Don't move to this country.
Minnesota.
No, it's a
Minnesota?
different country.
It's a country now.
There's the United States and there's Missouri.
The United Counties of Missouri.
The United Counties of Missouri. California's trying to be.
Oh
California
my
can't even.
god. I hate how Nevada is becoming Californificated.
That's a Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
California can't see because they burn themselves every fucking year.
Jeez.
They have no industry. All they do is fucking light themselves on fire.
This is no offense to any peoples from California.
But your fucking forests burn pretty easy.
They do.
They fucking burn.
Because that's what happens whenever you colonize a desert.
Last year, wow, California's on fire. This year, wow, California's on fire. But more this time. Jesus Christ.
They seriously
Oh,
are
it's-
always on fire. though.
It's awful.
And you can see it. Sometimes you can see the fucking smoke from Las Vegas. It's horrible.
God.
Oh, I was watching a William Osmond video and he was talking about, hey, we're okay. Our neighbors aren't. We're good.
Apparently, most of H3H3's fucking old town burned down.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh god. Fucking.
genuinely,
That reminds
that-
me. Remember when a volcano went off in erupted in Hawaii, and it was
Nope.
slow lava, so people were walking for their lives.
Oh yeah, that
Oh, I
1 week of that
remember
thing.
I remember that now. Wasn't that like
There's this
2017?
crazy asshole who was standing right in front of the lava and with the camera screaming at him. It's like, what the fuck? Stop staying so close to the goddamn lava, you crazy asshole.
Did his shoes catch on fire?
Nah, he was fine.
Oh, that's
Wasn't
good.
dangerously close to the lava, just not recommended close to the lava.
I mean, as somebody who's never seen a volcano in his life, I'd like to stay as far away from lava as I possibly can.
Yes.
That is understandable. I understand that sentiment.
Can confirm I do not want to burst
Perfectly.
into flames.
I don't like death.
Me neither.
Yo, same.
Dying is kind of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I like life. I
You
dig it.
know, not existing and all.
Death of the
Living's
shit tier
fun.
activity.
All of my stuff is here. All my friends are here. I don't want to die.
But
Pet.
just a fucking bet.
It's like bet bet on your dick that you don't want to die, and then Matt makes him want to die by being an asshole all the time and ruining his life.
Bet that you actually take any value in anything in this world.
Matt, what is your avatar?
Oh, I made that actually. I was bored one
What is
day,
it?
so I decided to take a Roman legionary, throw the Warmind symbol on him, give him a uncom title from Destiny 2, not Destiny 2, from Borderlands 2, and throw an Armor 3 scar on his back.
I say it's fitting.
I think it's a mess. But then again, look at mine.
Yours is just noseless Squidward with a hat.
It's not a Squidward with a hat.
I said noseless Squidward with a hat.
He has a nose though.
I don't believe in it.
It's just that there's no line art.
I don't
It's
believe
the
in it.
y'all know
Yeah,
how
I
make
see the very small shading in it, but I don't believe in it.
yeah, y'all know how I make Delphos?
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's a
Wait
that's
a
a
minute.
quote.
If I
Delpho.
if I look close enough, it looks like he's fucking half crying in the new one.
He always is. He's
Jesus.
a robot.
Oof.
He always. I stole your comment because you can't speak because you're typing. 'Cause Your mic sucks. Your ISP sucks because you suck.
Oof. Everything about Nick sucks. Except for actually Nick, he doesn't suck because he has no one to suck because he's fucking alone in the middle of fuck but nowhere.
In the middle of a forest.
All he has to suck off is his dad and his brother. Wait for it. Wait for
Leave me
it.
alone.
Wait
Don't
for
you
it.
dare.
Got him.
Oh,
High quality cringe content.
Ugh, this is the best. That's the best content. I'd pay to watch this. I'd pay $1 a month
I'd
I
pay
blame you.
$1.
on Patreon.
Patreon, yo.
Donate.
We should open those in like a few months when we actually get viewers. come back tomorrow. Fucking this video's got like 20,
Millions of
20
views.
views.
Let me give you money. That way we can get Nick a better
ISP.
house, life,
A
House.
better house.
a better family,
Better existence.
just a re-roll on life. Where do you want to dump your stats?
Give you a mulligan.
You don't like your cards? Just give me them. Reshuffle and just pick up the new ones. There you go. That's your new deck. That's your new hand.
Highest quality.
Don't die.
Highest equality.
No, you can't. I'm not gonna
I
allow you to live in
mean, we need
Arizona.
to kick out the fucking guys making trap music in my garage first.
Yeah, have them send me their fucking SoundCloud. I need some extra trap music for the background of this video.
Wait, there's a guy in your garage.
Okay, there's like a couple teenagers or young adults in my dad's music studio, which is located in my garage.
Oh, I'm familiar now. I understand now.
Nick, you're lucky if you can kick
And
your dog's out of your room. Relax.
they keep fucking they keep making trap music and it's really loud and the bass just leaks straight through my wall, so sometimes it's difficult to sleep at night.
Better be good
Is
trap music at least.
Is it good?
I don't know because I don't actually hear it. I just hear the bass.
Ask them for a link to their SoundCloud
Yes, I need high quality music.
and send it to me.
Okay.
Could be good, or it could be the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't know. I've heard pretty bad
I'm
things.
just for the cosmic like fucking awfulness of it, I'm going to bet that it's bad.
You know, trap's either hit or miss. So is trap
But you-
music. Had to do it. Had to do it to him.
Just had to do it to everybody in our server.
I just read Chris say to someone, "Sorry, I don't speak American."
I mean, you're not wrong.
Man,
Chris is Canadian. That's the funny part.
well, this has been all.
Yeah.
But that's okay, cause I speak Canadian, eh?
I don't. I'm out
Sorry,
of
eh?
topics.
Do you speak apologies, Jason?
Wait,
Jake?
I'm
Jake, I meant Jake.
not out of topics, but I don't want to talk.
I feel that.
I mean, I only speak apologies better than Tim does.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
that's for another episode. Hold on, we can do a whole episode on that one.
we could,
Oh
and we
my.
will.
We will.
Oh, dude, no. Better yet, lore, omnibook.
Ooh, yes.
Lore on the
We could
book.
start a lore on a book.
Tub lore omnibook.
God.
It's
Nick, you had to
full,
start writing those, I swear. You're on it.
full of the chronicles from the days of the Kraken
Giving Nick purpose in life. He has to write those books. Because
to
he's
the
the best with
Zohan
lore.
to the Zohan saga.
Yes. I swear to God, Nick, if you say you have
Yeah.
any purpose in life besides these fucking books, you're wrong. Incorrect.
the-
You have no purpose in life besides this. Nick!
The
Nick! You don't! No!
to the battle of Fallout 76,
The Battle of Fallout 66.
where we
Like the
lost
Battle of
Tim
Kublai.
to himself.
Fallout 76% not accepting Tim's shit.
In one no easy grab. They got Tim.
It's gonna be bad if Tim ever watches the podcast though and hears me say what I just
What's he
fucking
gonna What's he gonna
said.
fucking do about it? Cry like he already has? Oh my. Jake,
I'm
you said words against me.
I mean,
Jesus.
I fuck you, Jake.
I gotta crack like fuck you, Jake.
Jake.
I know what he's referencing, but it didn't come
But
through all
like
the way.
honestly, outside of the context of the Fallout 76 thing, Tim is pretty bad at apologizing usually.
I
Inexistent.
mean, I still got him on Discord. He just sent disgusting stuff,
What?
huh?
He
Like
sends you
months old,
disgusting stuff.
like months old before all this.
His existence is irredeemable.
Like I can still see that he's online and playing Tower Unite. I don't think I have him on Steam or anything else.
Yeah, the good thing
But I
is when
got
I banned him, I actually let the messages stay so we can go back and check them. Whatever he
Big
dipped in the
rad.
love tub.
I wish we still had all the Zohans. I wish
Oh,
I wish that we had the Zohan archives still.
Oh god, there's this entire fucking story to tell. It's an epic tale.
we have so much to tell. Oh, Jason just dropped out. Holy.
Oh, goodbye, Jason.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
I joined the Zohan
Goodbye,
archive.
Oh, God.
Jason.
Anyway, yeah, no, Nick's only purpose in life is to rate these episodes now. And if I don't have 3 episodes on my fucking desk by like Thursday morning, I'm coming down there and I'm gonna kill him.
We need
Coming down there.
Guess I'll
Guess
die.
I'll die. He's got a great voice.
He does. If only his fucking
No.
ISP wasn't fucking him in the asshole in the way he doesn't
No,
like.
who does?
I don't know. I think all of us have a good voice in general.
No, we don't. An
Bitch.
announcer.
I mean, you're
Some
right.
I want a narrator.
I know Nick
somebody-
does good announcing.
No, he's got that one voice that sounds like that parody video.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Link the parody video in the description.
Yes. As soon as I find it. I don't know. I guess we could all try doing an announcer voice. We can figure out which one we like the best, or narrator.
Let's get one of guys from Ryan's server to do it.
Oops, to the fuck.
Yep. And then they'll just read out Nick's chronicles of the
Nick's
epic
Chronicles.
Yeah, whenever he
the
gets to
epic
actually writing him.
tale of the love tub. All the people in Ryan's server are children now. I meant people that we know from Ryan's server.
Guess he's a pedo now.
Oh.
Oof. Yo, I just outed this man. I don't even know him. Let's pull a Keemstar.
There's something kind of ironically funny about the prospect of a child narrating the tales of the love tub.
That'd be awful. I don't want to be like,
I feel like it's against the law.
oh yeah, cease.
That would be awful though. It's just funny in a way.
I feel like some of our tales would probably get him like locked up in jail or something like juvenile only.
I think that like, just immoral to have have a
would.
child read.
It would be immoral. That's the thing.
Let's not do that.
I'm not saying that we are gonna do that. I just think it'd be really funny in a screwed up way.
I mean, it's almost as bad as reading out 50 Shades of Grey to a classroom full of toddlers.
50 Shades Darker.
That is epic immoral. That is evil. Only villains do that.
Chaotic evil.
Oh, I just thought of something. Oh, I gotta make me about it later.
That's like Fallout 3 blow up megaton level evil.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like playing a 3D Fallout ever.
3D Fallout in 2018. XD.
Like, New Vegas is good. I enjoyed my time with it. I'll probably play it again eventually. I don't know. As far as wandering around in a nuclear wasteland, I think I'll stick to Stalker for now.
Stalker is pretty good.
So it's got Fallout XCOM, but baby, jeez. Oh, Fallout Tactics. But it's very good.
I just honestly prefer Fallout's like 50s American theme. Not heavily, cause like there's something to be said about how basically like Fallout 1 and 2 in New Vegas don't really shove the 50s culture in your face too hard.
Well, in 1 and 2, it's not really
Yeah, and 1 and 2 it's
there.
basically not there.
You're
It's barely there. There's
in
intro and that's it.
yeah, you're in the ruins of a civilization that died during that era, not
Yeah.
currently in a civilization that's trying desperately to emulate that era.
Like New Vegas has a bit of emulation, but that's because they have a pre-war guy basically ruling the entire town. So it makes sense in that context.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Oh wait, I just
But it,
remembered we could shit
And
talk the entire EU.
and fucking
oh
Fallout 3
yeah,
and 4, the 50s thing doesn't make any sense because why the fuck would people stick to that? They didn't
also,
stick to it in 1 and 2, so why would they stick to it now?
because you don't need to pay attention to the lore whenever you're rebooting the series.
Not wrong.
Something
It
something
basically
reboot,
is a
something
reboot.
money.
Like honestly, I think less people would have complained if it was like an actual reboot where they just reset the lore entirely and it was its own set of canon rather than being the canon of the rest of the series. But of course they weren't going to do that.
I like that Doom 6 is going by the code name of Doom 2, Hell on Earth. I dig that. We are at the end. This is the
Yes.
end.
Yep.
This is the end.
The end. The end of times.
Doom 2.2. Doom
Doom
2
2.2.
2.
This time, more city levels. For no Petersons have been
It's
allowed to touch them.
only city levels now.
Good city levels.
No.
City levels where there's verticality and grappling hooks
No. Only
And-
Sandy Peterson city levels.
and shotgunning
Man,
demons.
Ross Scott sure did talk about grappling hooks a lot.
40 hours of Sandy Peterson city levels.
Stop.
That's all it is. 40 hours Sandy Peterson levels. Guess what the DLC is? 20 more hours of Sandy Peterson city levels, but
Oh god,
underwater.
there's this fucking level in
Do
Doom
the
1,
outro.
like I think a secret level
Fuck do I gotta
in,
do the
in Doom
outro?
that is designed by Sandy Peterson, and it's really fucking simple and tiny. Sandy Peterson regards it as his like the level he's most proud of. I forgot which level it was though.
Yep. Alright, guys, this has been the Love Tub, the only podcast that loves, maybe loved if you're being
The
a
tub
bitch.
Tub Tubcast.
Tubcast. Did I say something wrong?
Tubcast.
Love
You
Tub.
said love
Alright,
tub.
hold on. I'll cut this part out.
No, you won't.
I might.
Don't.
I won't. Alright, give me a second.
Matt can't make
Give
mistakes.
me a second to reset. Fuck. Okay. God damn, I wasn't even paying attention either.
You can cut out.
Alright. This is. God damn it. Okay. 5 seconds. Alright, this has been the Tubcast, the only podcast that loves you, or maybe loved you for being a little bitch in the comments. This has been Matt. Waiting on you
gonna-
two.
And Lagman.
Matt, Lagman, Jason, and Jake, who don't want to fucking say their names for some reason for the outro.
I was going to say it, waiting for Jason to say it first.
Jesus
I was
Christ,
waiting for
Jason.
Jake to say it first.
Jesus.
God damn it! You said it first the last time.
I know, but you are new.
And a bitch.
Don't be a cunt.
You wear glasses, huh?
I'm a it's not a bitch. Get it right.
I realize the irony of making fun of you for wearing glasses while I do the same.
High quality. Anyway, that has been the
Anyway.
Tubcast. We're cutting it out now. See you guys next time.
Don't die.